Here are 12 signs that indicate you may live to be 100 years old. 1. Pay attention to your diet. A study conducted by researchers in St. Louis found that men and women who limited their calorie intake between 1,400 and 2,000 calories had a literally younger heart. The author of the study, Dr. Luigi Fontana, stated that it's not just about eating less, but increasing nutrient intake per calorie. Participants in the study followed a diet based on whole grains, vegetables, skim milk, and lean meat, eliminating white bread, soft drinks, and sweets from their diet. If you reduce empty calories and consume nutrient-rich foods, health will improve, said Dr. Fontana. If you enjoyed the video you just watched, we invite you to subscribe to our channel and support us with a donation. Thanks to your help, we will be able to continue producing high-quality content and constantly improving our channel. You can do it here below, through the appropriate buttons, subscribe, and thanks. 2. Love black tea. Black tea and green tea contain high levels of catechins, which open blood vessels and protect the heart. A study conducted on over 40,500 Japanese men and women found that those who drank 5 or more cups of green tea a day had a lower risk of dying from stroke or heart disease. A similar study on black tea showed similar results. In fact, drinking 1 or 2 cups of tea a day is enough to start doing good for the heart. Make sure to drink freshly brewed tea, not the bags sold in supermarkets. Drinking tea does not offer the same health benefits. According to Jeffrey Blumberg, professor of nutrition science and policy at Tufts University, when water is added to tea leaves, the catechin content begins to degrade within a few days. Some studies also suggest that adding milk eliminates the protective effect of tea on the cardiovascular system. 3. Eat purple foods. This is quite interesting. Blueberries, Concord grapes, and red wine get their intense and rich color from compounds called polyphenols. Polyphenols help keep arteries and blood vessels healthy and flexible. What's good for the coronary arteries is also good for the blood vessels of the brain, says Robert Krikorian, director of the Cognitive Impairment Center at the University of Cincinnati. Preliminary animal studies show that including black grapes in the diet can significantly improve brain function. In addition, recent studies have shown that eating at least 1 cup of blueberries a day improves communication between brain cells and strengthens memory. 4. Aversion to red meat. There's nothing wrong with occasionally eating about 70 grams of beef, lamb, or pork. However, according to the American Cancer Institute, eating more than 500 grams of red meat a week increases the risk of colon rectal cancer, the 3rd most common type of cancer. In addition, for every 1.5 ounces of processed meat consumed per day, such as bacon, hot dogs, and ready-to-eat foods, the risk of developing colon rectal cancer increases by 42%. Experts are not entirely sure why red and processed meats are so harmful, but suspect that smoking, grilling, and canning meat, or adding certain preservatives such as nitrates, may produce carcinogenic substances. According to a nutrition consultant at the American Institute for Cancer Research, it's okay to occasionally eat hot dogs at a baseball game, but it shouldn't become a habit. If red meat must be grilled, it should be marinated first, cut into small pieces, and turned frequently. Turning frequently helps prevent the formation of carcinogenic substances. When cooking or roasting, the oven temperature should be below 200 degrees Celsius. 5. Love running. Some California scientists have found that middle-aged and older people who run 5 hours or more a week live longer and maintain their physical and cognitive functions even in old age. They followed runners and non-runners for a period of 21 years and surprisingly found that runners were less likely to suffer not only from heart disease, but also from cancer and neurological diseases, as well as having fewer infections. The author of the study, Eliza Chakrabarty, states that aerobic exercise keeps the immune system young and that, even if you don't like running, 20 minutes of breathless activity a day can improve your health. 6. Look on the bright side. No matter where you go or who you ask, centenarians have one thing in common. They believe that life is worth living and that in most cases the glass is always half full. Enthusiasm for life and confidence in one's abilities are the difference between centenarians and 80 and 90-year-olds. Optimism therefore triumphs over pessimism. It's true that age is just a number. As you get older, the age you feel becomes more important than the real one. If you are tempted to answer with a younger age rather than your real one when asked how old you are, it's a good sign that you'll live longer. According to CBS, A study by University College London found that older people who reported feeling younger than their real age had significantly lower mortality rates than those who felt their real age or older. 7. Get enough sleep. The nap is one of those things that everyone would like to have more time for. However, the health benefits of napping are huge. According to Reader's Digest, Harvard University studied the inhabitants of the Greek island of Ikaria. Their culture includes an afternoon nap, and that's probably why they live longer. The study also found that those who took a 30-minute nap during the day had a 37% lower chance of dying from heart disease than those who didn't. Forget the saying, sleep when you're dead. According to a United Healthcare study, centenarians prioritize good nighttime rest, with about 79% managing to regularly sleep 8 hours or more every night. Sleep is essential for healthy aging. In fact, it gives the body the chance to perform vital functions and allows cells and tissues to recover from the stress of daily life. Research has also shown that obesity, diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, and reduced immune defenses are linked to shorter sleep. To really benefit from sleep, it's best to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day and avoid caffeine in the afternoon. In addition, use the bed mainly for sleeping, not for watching TV, calling, or working. 8. Have many friends. One of the pleasures of life is sharing it with other people. While it's true that some people enjoy socializing more than others, research has shown that sociable people tend to live longer, and it's not just about Facebook friends. Sociable people tend to live longer, and it's not just about Facebook friends. According to a review of 70 studies involving more than 3.4 million people, those who are socially isolated have a 29% higher chance of dying prematurely. Those who felt lonely despite having friends had a 26% higher chance. Translation: don't think that spending time with friends is undesirable. A brunch with friends or a car ride with your best friend is just what the doctor ordered. 9. You're a woman. Exercise, healthy eating, and the right attitude toward life are key factors for obtaining a long life, but it's well known that almost everywhere on the planet, women have a longer life expectancy than men. Men are the main culprits behind these statistics. They smoke, drink alcohol, don't eat enough vegetables, take risks, and don't go to the doctor often. In addition, men don't care about others like women do and have difficulty maintaining social relationships. Women therefore demonstrate that lifestyle has a significant influence on age. 10. Having children later in life. The era of having children at 20 is over. According to science, it's no longer acceptable to prioritize a career for a while. Many centenarian women have given birth after the age of 35. A recent study found that women who give birth after the age of 40 without the help of fertility treatment have 4 times the chance of reaching 100 years old. This doesn't mean that becoming a mother later in life increases longevity. Rather, it's an indication that a woman's reproductive system, and perhaps other parts of her body, are gradually aging. 11. Your grandparents lived a happy old age. If your grandparents lived to their golden years, there's a good chance that you'll live longer too. A study published in the journal Science explains that healthy aging is linked to 2 factors: environment and genetics. The original study analyzed 1,055 centenarians and 1,267 controls and found that longevity could be predicted with accuracy between 60 and 85%. Apparently, genetic markers and variants help determine longevity despite environmental factors. The study doesn't specify whether these genes are inherited, but suggests that if your grandparents lived longer, you may live longer too. 12. You're spiritual. Measuring the power of prayer has long been a source of controversy for many in the scientific community. But in a 2011 study published in the Journal of Religion and Health, researchers interviewed more than 92,000 women who smoked, drank, exercised, and didn't. They found that, regardless of healthy or unhealthy habits, those who attended religious services once a week were less likely to be depressed than those who didn't. Since depression affects longevity, this type of attendance could be helpful. A 1998 study published in the American Journal of Public Health also found that older members of the community who regularly attend religious services live longer than those who don't. One smokes and lives forever, while the other dies young despite leading a healthy lifestyle. How do you explain this phenomenon? Scientific studies don't guarantee that you'll live longer. There are other important factors, such as genetics and other influences. However, the data shows that if you want to live a healthy and fulfilling old age, you need to have a positive attitude toward yourself and the world. But feel free to leave a comment so that we can improve the content. Your like would be the cherry on top, and click subscribe to stay informed about upcoming publications.